Anyone? Can you hear me? Come on, let me know. Right, here we are at the Emirates. Arsenal versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Please do let me know in the comments below if you can hear me, because I just tried this and it didn't work out. Everyone was saying there was no audio. Right, cool, we are working. Sounds like the audio is back. That's good. Yes, no Smith Rowe and no Tomiyasu. That is the big headline news today. Tomiyasu is out with a calf injury, which is a big worry, because that calf injury is the one that's kept him out since the Liverpool game. Obviously been back training, looked like he was fully recovered, but something's happened in training and he is not involved at all tonight with this calf problem, so that's the worry. We'll be speaking to Mikel Arteta afterwards to try and getting his thoughts on exactly what's going on with Tomiyasu, but that's the worry. Smith Rowe is out because he's ill. It's not COVID, it's just illness. So hopefully you'd expect, he'll be fine for the next game. But the Tomiyasu one is the worry for me. The fact that it's that same calf problem that we thought he'd recovered from. Clearly he's had some sort of setback. And that's the worry. So Cedric Soares keeps his place in the team. It's the same side that started against Wolves 2 weeks ago. So Ramsdale in goal, Tierney left back, White and Gabriel centre back, Cedric right back, midfield of Partey and Xhaka, then Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli and Lacazette up front. Wolves team is Jose Sarr in goal, Ryan Nuri right back. We've got Neves, Jimenez, Podence, Cody, Semedo, Kilman, Hichan, Saiss and Moutinho playing up for Wolves tonight. For Arsenal, Omari Hutchinson is on the bench, and there's a first place on the bench for young Zach Swanson as well. Can play right back, has been playing well for the under-23s recently, so he's in there. Obviously with Tomiyasu out, they've got him as cover for the right back situations. Other substitutes for Arsenal: Leno, Holding, Pepe, Tavares, Lokonga, El Neni, and Nketiah, Swanson and Hutchinson. Right, let me flick over so you can see what's going on here. Zoom in a bit, shall we? So you can see Arsenal over there. Big game for Arsenal tonight, no doubt about it. What happened to Spurs last night, losing at Burnley. Obviously this is one of Arsenal's games in hand on Man United as well. If they can win, they can pull away from Spurs, they'll pull away from Wolves, they'll claw back points on United from that game in hand. It's just a massive game, and if Wolves win, Wolves will go above Arsenal in the league. That's how important this one is. It really feels like this is a night where Arsenal can seize the initiative almost in the top four race, and they've got to take advantage of it. It's just one of those games that you just look at and think, if you really want to get yourselves top four this season, you've got to win this match. So big game coming up for Arsenal here. And Wolves are going to be bang up for it, no doubt about it. And Wolves will absolutely believe they're in the hunt for the Champions League spaces. And if Wolves win tonight, they will be banging the race for the top four. So massive game coming up at the Emirates. 25 minutes from kickoff. Luke says Cedric v Podence is my biggest worry. Look, you've got to give Cedric credit. Last two games, including against Wolves and against Podence, he was very good. He was very good, admittedly, against a very poor Brentford side at the weekend. But he's played very well, Cedric, so in the last couple of games, and hopefully that can continue tonight. Cheekster, this is very much like your six-pointer, as you say. A bit of a cliche, the old six-pointer, but considering that Wolves will go above Arsenal if they win, it really does feel like that. Akir saying, hi Charles, thoughts on Arteta comment saying that there was no fresh injuries? Look, he was lying. Plain and simple. Managers do it in the press conferences. They don't want to give anything away to rival managers, and he basically blagged it. Plain and simple. No massive surprise, because it happens a lot. Jay May, the old man there, he is, well, he will be. He's not. I'm looking across at his seat at the moment and he's not in there yet, but he will be here at some point. Interesting one. Levante there saying, you reckon Smith Rowe would have started if fit? It would have been a close one. I think he probably would have done, just given how well he played at the weekend. And it's kind of like the Martinelli situation when Smith Rowe originally got injured. Martinelli came in, played really well, and he kept his place. And I think Smith Rowe probably would have done the same. £20 on multiples or bet builders for their daily orders. Betfair, you get no. Harry, do you think Pepe will get his chance this season? I mean, It depends what you mean by a chance. I don't think he's going to be starting games regularly because who's he replace? He's not going to replace Saka and he's not going to replace Smith Rowe or Martinelli at the moment. So, I think he'll get his chance off the bench like he did at the weekend. And he needs to, one of those opportunities, he needs to take it and force his way into the team. So it's down to him, really.
Is expected to fight on, despite the bombshell claims he made to TalkSport and our very own Sam Matterface last night for their defeat to Burnley. This is worth listening to again. Sometimes the right questions are asked at the right time and provide quite the answers. Here's Sam with Conte again.
Who's next to me with a betting advice? It's TalkSport sitting behind me, the TalkSport broadcasters, you can probably hear. Yeah, Luke says Pepe needs to come on before Nketiah. I do kind of agree with that, but I also don't. I know a lot of people say Pepe should play as a central striker, but that's not for me. I don't think that works for me. Not in this Arsenal team. Central striker is pretty important in terms of bringing everyone else into play, and I'm just not sure Pepe can do that. To be honest, I don't think Nketiah can do that either. So I'm kind of defeating my own argument there, but. I'm not sure I fancy seeing Pepe as central striker. I'd much rather see him come off the bench and be on the wings. Osma, no score prediction. I'm afraid I don't do it. Too superstitious, as I always say on these. No, you're not going to get a score prediction out of me. What was that? Matt from Australia. Always keen to hear from people in Australia. Oh. Someone just shouting out that they love me on coming down. Hi from Australia, love the channel, need to see more from Lacazette tonight. Big chance to distance from Wolves, Spurs. Indeed, Matt, thank you for the message. Hope all is well in Australia, country very, very close to my heart. Love the place. Liam or Noel, says Patrick. Well, to be honest, growing up, I was a massive Blur fan. In the whole Blur versus Oasis day, I was very much a Blur boy, but I do love Oasis as well. I love the pair of them. One of my big regrets in that, because I was such a Blur fan that I didn't go and see Oasis in concert because I didn't want to feel like I was cheating Blur, and I really regret that now. Arsenal going through their some shooting practice now. Osma from Somalia, no worries mate, hope you're well. Hope all is well in Somalia. Someone there, I didn't see who it was, it just flipped past really quickly, asking Tomiyasu and Emil Smith Rowe updates. Tomiyasu is out with a calf injury, presumably the same calf injury that he's been out with for a while, that he came back from, but he's obviously aggravated it again, which is a worry, and Smith Rowe is out because he's ill. It's not COVID, Arsenal are telling us, he's just ill. Hi Shivank from India. Hi Uzia from Kenya. Benjamin, how far do you think this team can go? Very far. I mean, they need additions, no doubt about it. And this isn't, they got to sort the forwards out in the summer and potentially get another midfielder as well. But, the basis of this team, if they can stick together, is very exciting. But, yeah, absolutely need to try and finish it off now. Teddy well, not that close, but from Maidenhead, it's down the M4 from you. Realist, where's the Smith? He's out ill. Realist. That it showed a distinct lack of Odegaard practicing some free kicks there. Message, hi Charles, hope Kroenke goes and buys Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I wouldn't be at all surprised if that happens, to be honest. I think Calvert-Lewin is very much going to be in Arsenal's agenda this summer. Nice finish from Odegaard. I've got a feeling Odegaard might score today. So good at the weekend, Martin Odegaard. Brilliant against Brentford. Such a joy to watch. Oh, Granit Xhaka. That was a nice finish. Christian says, do you think tonight's team has enough to win the match? Absolutely. This is the same team, same starting 11 that beat Wolves just 2 weeks ago, so there's no reason why they can't beat them again tonight. Harry, Saka or Mo as in Martin Odegaard, more important for you? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't know, both of them. I don't know until you can separate it. Because I think Odegaard's so important to how Arsenal attack, because he's like the link-up man behind the forward, he's involved in everything, he's not... But Saka's just, scores more goals, sets up as many. I don't know, it's hard to pick. I just want them both in the team. Oh my word, who is that? Saka. Saka just absolutely skying one. Who is your favourite Arsenal player? I didn't see that was who asked that. Oh, that's a nice finish. Who is that? Lacazette. Oh, some of that lacquer today, please. My favourite Arsenal player of all time, Dennis Bergkamp, 100%. In this Arsenal team, I don't know, I love quite a lot of them. I think it's just a team too. I really, for the first time in a long time, I like loads of players in this Arsenal team. It's tough to name one. I mean, I love Smith Rowe and Saka just because of the whole proper Arsenal boys, Hale End and all that. I've loved Ramsdale this season, he's been brilliant. I love watching Odegaard play. Lots of players I really like. Ben White, Gabriel, fantastic. Let's have a look. Mohamed Elneny on the free kick. Oh, Mo. Why isn't Smith Rowe on the bench? Someone's asking there. Obviously, I haven't heard he's ill, so he's not involved today. Arsenal players heading back down the tunnel now. Martinelli just receiving his Player of the Month award. Roberto Martinez down there on TV duty tonight. On the next bit, you can see Lee Dixon, Roberto Martinez on punditry. Last remaining Arsenal players heading back down the tunnel, the substitutes. Right, we have, what we got, 7:31, so 14 minutes till kick-off now, guys. I'm heading off. I'm going to leg down, get myself something warm to drink because it is freezing here. And yeah, I will, if I don't get to do some, actually I'm not sure I will get to do my player ratings after the game because I've got some work I need to do tomorrow morning. So keep your eyes peeled in the morning. I'll do a more in-depth video as always from back warm from my own house. So have a good evening everyone, enjoy the game, fingers crossed. 3 points are on the way. Speak to you soon.